Welcome guys to another episode of Nath Talk. My name is Daniel Cool, your favorite African realtor with Keller Williams Realty, and today let's talk about a small town here near Charlotte that is on the rise. Just to give you a little background, I visited this town, I would say a little over a decade ago. At the time, I had a client who was looking for a 55 plus community. Then this town had one of the best 55 plus community in town. The name of that community is the Sun City. So if you are from Charlotte or you are near Charlotte, you probably have already guessed the town that I'm referring to. We went to visit the neighborhood, great 55 plus community, have all the amenities, golf course, everything. And just for me, it wasn't a place for me because it was very rural. I recall there was one QT. In fact, I went to the QT to get some snack and a drink to drive back to Charlotte at the time. Now, fast forward to 2024. I went to visit a town a couple weekends ago with my family just because we always take a weekend a month just to drive around, learn about a different town in Charlotte or near Charlotte. And to our surprise, this town is literally on the rise. Not just on the rise, it is still growing. And because of that, I put out 5 different topics that I want to talk to you guys today. 5 reasons why I believe this town is growing. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll give you 2 cons that I personally have taken in consideration making a move, or even talking to a potential client about to consider making a move into this town. Let's talk about the reason why I believe this town has a lot of potential. And if you are one looking to make a move, you may want to consider putting this town on your map or on your radar. The first thing and first reason why I believe this town has a lot of potential is the town is still underpopulated. Last I checked, the population of this town is still shy of 30,000. With all it has to offer, being less than 30,000, the town is still very green. It still has a lot of room to grow. There's a lot of new construction going on. In fact, last I was doing some tour, you can see there is still right by the YMCA there is a $150 million investment to build a shopping center that will include a Target, the new Target, along with few other retail store as well too, that you can see over here. And I believe this is where they are planning on putting the Target. It is still a lot of construction going on, as you can tell. And as you can see, this is the first phase of this shopping center. Almost completed. I'm estimating toward the end of this year, if not perhaps first of Q1 2025. It's looking good. The roads are already in place, most of it. And there you have it. This town is still very underpopulated. It's still got a lot of potential, and if you're one looking to make a move, perhaps you may want to consider. Next, the second reason why I believe there's still a lot of potential in this town is the property tax remain relatively low compared to the surrounding town. This town is located in Lancaster, South Carolina County, and because of that, compared to some of the surrounding towns, this town still has a fairly affordable property taxes. So because of that, it makes homes in that area somewhat more affordable compared to the surrounding town and the surroundings. And while we're on the topic of affordability, let's talk about one of the most important things in Indian Land. Did I say it? Yes, I did. The town that I'm referring to is Indian Land. Yes, I was waiting. I dropped the ball, didn't I? Yes, I did. I was waiting till the end of this video to tell you the town. Yet it came out. So yes, Indian Land is the town that I'm referring to. And while we're on the topic of affordability, let's talk about the real estate in Indian Land. So I did a quick search on multiple listing services, and just to give you an idea of what do we have at the present time, as of today, January or July 2024, there is a total of 84 active listings between single family home and townhomes that are currently available in Indian Land, ranging anywhere from $270,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath townhome to $1.6 million European style estate in Longbrook, gated community. Great range of homes, a lot of new construction home as well too. Midbridge is the number one with more inventories in Indian land. And another great and well-established community here in Indian land, the Bridge Mill. Right at the entrance here, as you can tell, there is a shopping center right at the entrance of the community called Bridge Commons. And within that shopping center, you have everything from your animal hospital, a cleaner, small restaurant, a little bit of everything. And now let's go into the community to do a little quick drive-by, see what the community has to offer. Just a quick drive to show you some of the townhomes within the Bridge Mill community. And at the back, you do have some larger homes, large full brick homes that, as you can tell, different style. Overall, very nice community. By far, one of my favorite community here in Indian land. And also, I went in while I was doing the research to see what are the median home sales price in Indian land. And at the present time, the median home sales price had dropped $498,000 as of July 2024. So that is kind of a quick summary on real estate in Indian land. Now let's talk about the two biggest assets of this town of Indian land. The last two biggest reason why I believe this town is growing and still growing. One is the location, and two, the school system. So Indian land school system is ranked one of the top school system in Lancaster County. And because of that, Indian land has attracted a lot of people. It is a very well balanced school system. In fact, I was doing some research on grade and noticed that Indian land Elementary School is ranked 8 out of 10 on grade. Now, I'm a licensed real estate agent. You still want to do your research when it comes to school system. Yeah, based on what I've seen online, it is well ranked, not so much of negative feedback. So if you're a family looking to migrate into Indian land, perhaps the school system is very attractive. A lot of people are moving to Indian land because of the school system. Now, let's talk about the number one asset. The number one reason why I believe you may want to jump in and you may want to put in Indian land on your radar. Indian land is so well situated, south of Valentine and around the corner from Marvin, Weddington, and Fort Mill. So if you want from Charlotte or know a little bit about Charlotte, you'll know those three towns are very well known. Marvin or Weddington, perhaps you may not even be able to afford any home less than $1 million. So they are very private town, very private suburb that are very known, very expensive town. And you have Fort Mill that has grown, it's on the rise. In addition to Fort Mill, Weddington, and Marvin being around the corner, Waxhaw is right up the street from Indian land. So because of the way the Indian land is situated, I believe this town has a lot of potential. It hasn't yet grown to its full potential yet. You will see a lot of people migrating from some of those areas can still have access to this small town nearby. Speaking of distance, I work in South Park, which is 12 miles from Indian land. Driving distance, 15 to 20 minute drive during daytime. Indian land is about 30 minutes from uptown Charlotte. So when it comes to location, in my opinion, Indian land is very well situated, where living in Indian land will give you access to literally everything Charlotte has to offer. So with all that said, now let's talk about the two cons. I made the two cons, and I may add one more cons and one more reason why I have my reservation about Indian land. Number one is Indian land, being that it is a small town, yet does not have a public transportation. So if you are one moving from a city with public transportation, or you rely on public transportation, perhaps Indian land might not be a place for you. Next, my biggest draw about Indian land, there's only one way in, one way out. A 5-mile journey traffic can take you 20 to 30 minutes to get home. So those are the two things that reservation that I have, in my opinion, in regard to Indian land. I hope this video was able to clarify things, helpful to make a decision. And if you are one looking to move to Charlotte, I will put Indian land as part of a possible town to consider. We'll see you next. And if this video was helpful, click the subscription button at the bottom. And every week I will put new video to help and talk about some of the stuff that I've learned with my real estate experience. See you next time.